Something happens to high-achieving applicants the moment a dream school acceptance arrives. Rational financial evaluation stops, and I have watched it happen so consistently over many years, so I want to talk directly about it. For the next few minutes, I want to show you exactly what happens, why it happens, and how to make good financial decisions before the emotional investment makes it clear thinking impossible and unavailable. Most applicants approach a program selection with some financial rationality before they apply. They compare tuition, they look at the cost of attendance, they think about debt load. Then the acceptance arrives, particularly the one from the program with the most emotional significance. And the financial calculus that seemed clear before the acceptance becomes suddenly sedentary. Not because the applicant stopped being intelligent, but because the acceptance did something to the emotional architecture of the decision. Here is the psychological mechanism that makes this happen, and why it is so consistent across high-achieving applicants consistently. High-achieving students have built their identity around succeeding at the things they pursue. Getting into the right program is not just logistical. It is evidence of who they are, which means a prestigious acceptance does not just offer quality education. It offers identity confirmation. And identity confirmation is something people will pay almost anything for. The tuition stops being a number to evaluate. It becomes the price of becoming the person the acceptance letter said they could be. This is not a character flaw. It is a completely understandable human response. But it's also how applicants end up very deep in debt, way more than they planned. So, here's what evaluating program prestige rationally looks like and why the time to do it before acceptance makes objectivity unavailable. Prestige is real. Program reputation matters. Some programs genuinely open different doors, but the financial premium attached to prestige is not always proportional to the clinical outcome difference. The question to ask before you apply, not after you get in, what specific doors does this program's reputation open that a less expensive program does not? Not what I feel about the name of the program. What specific demonstrable career outcomes are different? Clinical placement quality, alumni network access, specific faculty expertise, residency connections? Those are legitimate reasons to pay a premium. Name recognition and the feeling of validation aren't. And here is one more piece that programs never tell you about that I've learned. Every accredited OT program in the U.S. has to meet the same standards. The clinical competencies graduates demonstrate are identical regardless of program prestige because of accreditation. The board exam every graduate takes is the same exam. The license from a less prestigious program and the one from the most prestigious program authorize the identical clinical practice. The prestige premium sometimes reflects genuine difference in research, faculty expertise, or clinical access. It sometimes reflects nothing more than history and name recognition. Knowing the difference requires asking specific questions about specific outcomes, not feeling impressed by the name. Before you submit your application for each program on your list, calculate the cost of attendance over the full program length. Research the average starting salary in your preferred setting and where you want to live. Model the debt to income ratio. Identify specifically what this program offers that a less expensive option does not, and why that's important to you. Then decide whether that specific difference is worth the specific financial premium. Do that analysis now, before the acceptance arrives. The emotional connection makes it harder, if not impossible. My group sessions walk through the program comparison and financial decision-making before an emotional investment makes it impossible. This conversation belongs before you apply, so you know what to do. Space is limited in the groups. Check them out. You can also join our school community OT Student Leveled Up. Information on this topic there as well. We hope to see you there.